What is going on, guys? We are back with another episode in our Madden 23 Sacramento City Miners Relocation Fantasy Draft franchise, and we just got done taking on the Seattle Seahawks in a bit of a weird one. It was a really low-scoring game, but ultimately nobody was really moving the ball successfully. It would be decent down the field, and then turnover. We obviously were turning the ball over at a crazy rate. We kind of forced a fumble here and there, and obviously forced some punts, but ultimately, it was our defense that won that game. We did not allow a single point in the second half, and we were able to easily win the game in that sense, but offense was struggling. I mean, the run game was terrible. The passing game, there was a lot of tough reads, and there wasn't really that many openings. It was a struggle the whole way through, and very lucky to even be the winners of that game, especially with Seattle Stadium abilities. Easily the most busted in the game. I mean, like, just out the gate, just for snapping the ball, it was like Squigglesworth. I don't even know how that's possible. Audibles weren't working. I mean, it is the 12th man, but man, was that a problem. We didn't really have a great game with anyone other than maybe Nakobe Dean, so if he has a breakout, that would be great and deserving, but outside of that, I don't really expect one. And we still didn't get one. You can see weekly awards, I would imagine, Nakobe Dean, and it is 9 tackles, an interception, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown. Obvious player of the week, but where is my breakout of the week? Of course, Clinton, I was actually just looking at the stats of the QBs, and his name showed up, as he's obviously another rookie quarterback in the league, and he's kind of comparing with our guy pretty decently. Obviously, different conferences, but we're not the worst. There's a couple of quarterbacks with similar or worse interceptions, so fair enough considering Fisher is a rookie, but definitely want to stop throwing these damn interceptions. We've been throwing way too many lately. Multiple 3-interception games, which just cannot happen. But of course, and he is. Kennedy's dev has been revealed, and the man is a superstar. Now, as far as what ability, they all suck early on. I mean, matchup nightmare may be the best one, but he's a wide receiver. He doesn't go against linebackers often. He's an ex-receiver. And then Hanks, we learned, was also a superstar, which is busted. He has unspun at the moment. It's the only ability that he can have at the moment, so that's that. Did we have any other hiddens on defense? Sneed is revealed. He is only star dev. That might have already been revealed, actually, to be fair, and I just didn't acknowledge it. But all of our rookies are revealed. We ended up with 2 superstar dev players, which is an absolute win, especially on the offensive line, which we need all the help in the world we can get. And then Kennedy being a superstar, he's already played like one, so it didn't really matter what his abilities are because he doesn't need them. He's been really good off the line and really good at route running, but he's only going to get better, especially as a superstar. I am excited to see that release and the route running go. We haven't had a guy that can burn off the line in a press situation with a streak. He could be that guy for us, as he's already well on his way. Catching's a little iffy, so don't know if we can still trust him with jump balls, but as far as the other stuff, the route running and the release stuff and the underneath stuff, definitely can. But yeah, really awesome. 2 superstars out of our hiddens. Obviously, Sneed didn't get one, and we really need edge rush help, but it is what it is. Who the hell are we playing? The Dolphins? They had no injuries, but the worst part is we are playing against them at home, and we suck at home. Kenny Pickett and believe his numbers are insane right now. Cam Akers is obviously a solid running back. A-Chain, the backup running back, who is obviously insanely fast. I believe he is their kick returner as well. Jermichael Landry caused problems for us before. A.J. Brown is decent. Reggie James is pretty solid as well. They have a pretty good group of receivers. Irv Smith is decent because he's pretty athletic as a smaller guy, so he's kind of like hard to cover. Rashawn Slater, 91 overall, is amazing. Mauk is decent. Center John Michael Schmitz is decent. Right guard's solid. Right tackle's really good, but he struggles against finesse guys, so we might, depending on how we're struggling early in the game, switch the edges and see if Nick Benito, who's been cooking up against everybody, can cook up against a guy that struggles against finesse guys. Emmanuel Ogba is obviously pretty decent still. Floyd Mays looks amazing with that finesse. Ed Oliver is solid with the block shed. Patton is okay with the block shed, but he is younger still. Brian Burns is a problem. Inside linebacker Devondre Campbell definitely regressing really hard, and then Jewel needs to be replaced for sure. He is not good enough to start. But Joke on the other side, even though, once again, it shouldn't be him. Tariq Woolen, the number 1 corner, hard to throw against. Isaiah Rodgers, very fast and not a bad zone coverage corner. And then Mike Hughes is a little bit of both the worlds. I wouldn't say best of both worlds because he's I don't know if I would say best at anything. Josh McKnight, the free safety we were actually thinking about drafting, who looks great already. And then Jaquan Brisker, who is, pretty decent. His zone coverage is a little iffy, but solid player. Really strong leg kicker and punter as well. But Kenny Pickett, obviously a pretty short throwing quarterback. He's actually pretty good at medium pass as well, but I think short is the one we need to focus on. And then their team is pretty bad in the pass defense, which is really shocking. Do you throw it short? I guess. Faster pocket integration is not a good thing, though. I'm actually going to go off the script and go with running inside, which as long as it's not around a pool, it's fine. Upgrades are for some backups that don't necessarily play that much. Logan Hall plays a decent bit because we have a lot of injuries at the DT spot, but not really. Ooh, nice. Not really significant players, so we're just going to skip them. At home, perfect weather yet again. Haven't really seen many primetime games lately, which is a little disappointing, especially against a division rival, but it be what it be. A.J. Brown last week, really solid numbers, touchdown, a bunch of catches, and over 100 yards total, which is pretty solid. Not a whole lot of yards after the catch, which tells you maybe there's a lot of possession-y stuff, which means he was just dunking on fools. Obviously, yards per catch being, or yards after the catch being high also indicates dunking on people, but not in the same way. The Jets are flying over. We put all of our budget into that because we don't have enough talent to spend on. So hope you enjoyed it. That's where all the money and assets in general go. Fisher coming out there. He's still really good, but there's been some iffy mistakes and a couple of missed throws here and there, but it's still a young team trying to get, acclimated, if you will. Pass defense, 9 interceptions. Completion percentage is dropping, though. We are forcing more incompletions as the season goes on, and the defense is tightening up a little bit. The pass rush is getting better. The run defense is getting better. It's been good. Of course, their passing offense looks pretty solid. 25 touchdowns, 2,500 yards around the midway point of the season, which is, on par for some pretty solid numbers, obviously. Maybe 42 to 4,500 yards and, maybe 45 touchdowns, which is pretty impressive. Of course, we will be kicking the ball first, even though we did not want to. Little bit of reverse psychology, maybe. But let's get into this one. Going up against the Miami Dolphins. All right, the clouds started rolling in a little bit, and we are still kicking the ball off. I actually like this a little bit more, so shout out to the cloud people at Apple. But yeah, let's get this one going. Obviously, not a bad start for the special teams. Take a look at those numbers for Kenny Pickett. Like I said, pretty good, it seemed, when I first looked. And yeah, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. That's the kind of slinging I like. That's weird to say, but sure. All right, McCollum going against A.J. Brown. I mean, look at the talent they got at receiver. This is Miami. And we had to get out there. He spin moved off of him, and he's trying to stiff arm the little man, but can't do it. Gains 5 with a nice spin move against a D lineman that was just breaking off of the block. Who do we got inside? McKenzie. A lot of superstars. Kobe Dean, no breakout, which is really painful. And he runs away from us. Akers gets about 4. But manageable, I guess. I mean, there's a... oh, Lord, they are making it tough on us. Oh, well. There's literally no one covering this guy. And we get blocked by our own guy. Maybe a late hit. Doesn't matter. It's enough to force it. And on 4th and 1, they will be punting the ball. 5 wide on 3rd and 1 is definitely a decision. It's definitely a decision. Hallam's back there to block for Dunn. And we're going to cut it back to the other side. And Dunn smartly falling down to the 32-yard line. Fisher, a couple interceptions. Got a couple of touchdowns back, so it kind of evens it out a little bit. But, yeah, that interception total has jumped constantly. That nice 4 touchdown, 0 interception game feels like a distant thought at this point. We're going to start with some motion ourselves. Try to throw them off. No man coverage, it seems. So we're going to have to cut this back right. And going up against Mr. Devondre, he gained about 3 on what could have been a lot less, as there was no push at all. As expected, though, to be fair. This damn offensive line. And that could be picked. Close call. Cody barely gets underneath it. Almost threw a pick to the guy we were going to take, but didn't. And McKnight obviously would have a bunch of names on his list about who, passed on him that needed safety, which we obviously are one of them. And there goes Cody again, a little bit of, pressure. It says not under pressure, but literally was hit as he was throwing. I don't understand that, but 2nd and 10. I mean, teams just really don't want us to run the ball against them, and I'm not really in the business to argue. Cody with another play and trucking for nearly the 1st down. I'm not in the argument business. I might have to throw this as I mean, Tony House is good for 1 yard every time, so what are we worried about as he gains about 3? Inside zone again. Maybe not built for this type of running, but he'll get it done anyways. And good job with the stiff arm. Gains about 6. I missed the run game. I actually really enjoyed it when we were running like super hard and making it where no team could stop us. And there goes the tight end, but we're hit as we're throwing. I mean, it obviously did seem like there was a bit of pressure, but come on, guys. Give us some time to throw. Look at all these superstars. It's ridiculous. And not really open, and also not really an accurate ball. Semi-deep field goal for the 4th and 4 play. The field goal is up and good, and it is now their ball. Another 5-wide set, which got them actually in trouble last drive, as they probably could have just ran it, maybe got that first down. And he's going to take another shot, which, I mean, just isn't open. It's a terrible throw, and more importantly, the guy is just not open at all. And he's just forcing it. Helms getting more time to play. Nakobe Dean trying to hold up the line. Nice hit by Helms. Open field tackle. Gains 8, but could have been a lot more. We've seen a lot of our safeties and players in general, no matter what position they are, miss. Didn't miss that time. And Chanel gets beat. No shot. Holy crap, Akers just went off, but didn't get the first down anyways. And here comes the punt. Defense doing well yet again. Locking up. Oh, I thought he was going to move. Done. Trying to cut it back to the right. Oh, that would have been so sick. 29 looks pretty fast himself. Might have caught him, but nice moving and almost got out there, but someone just barely got to the punch first. That was crazy movement. I loved it. Little counter, and he's got room. Tony House, nice stiff arm, pushes the guy to the side for about 27. Actually, maybe 29 on the play. Beautiful. Give it up to Dunn, though. That was the hardest block ever. He blocked his guy the whole way through. Hell, he might still be blocking this guy if the play was going on. 7 yards gained to Cody. Passing game really hasn't been that good so far, but Cody, touchdowns are low, but finished strong with touchdowns last season, so it might happen again. We'll see. Not really worried about who gets the touchdowns. Just want to get them, simply put. 2nd and 3, inside run, and no help. House is going to have to fight for every inch and nearly gets the first down. Last time we ran this, it worked, but also pretty much the same front again. Let's see if Tony House can do it. This time, a little bit less yards, but still gets the first yet again. I would say this has been a long drive, but it actually hasn't. It's about, so far about the same as theirs. Oh, my. Holy crap. House, you got to get out there, buddy. Devondre was so far off, and yet he caught up. Let's run the ball. They don't really have that many players up. And there is a wide open lane as House gains about 9. Let's hurry up to the line. What the hell was that? Let's see Kennedy's streak. Let's see if he can get a streak win. He can't. Guy tries to step up, can't, and McKnight brings him down, but 4-yard first down. And now you're probably thinking, well, didn't they just do the same thing pretty much and it didn't work? Well, ours worked, so what do you want? Uh-oh. Nice job of the fullback. Tony House must be tired. How does he not get the edge there? Amazing block. I mean, they didn't push forward, but very good blocks for what we're used to, and the fact that Evans is in on 2nd down tells me that it's probably the case. No way. What a throw. Moving, fading, and great throw, great catch by Kennedy as well. We've seen a lot of our guys miss that. Play action, I mean, you can't really get Kennedy, but you might be able to get the out route. And that was stupid. Oh, he fumbles. Oh, look at Tony. Holy crap, getting back to the line of scrimmage almost is Tony House on the play. Tony House breaking off. He was 1 away from scoring. That was kind of insane. Look at him. What a freaking move. Falls backwards, though. Momentum carries him down, and sadly that will be a pretty big loss. I thought we could step up and run away, and the pass rusher just slightly beat the tackle. That was pretty insane. Dunn goes inside leverage. Naylor gets a decent bit of it back to the 6, maybe the 7. And it will be the start of the 2nd quarter, so a little bit longer of their drive than their drive now, but before it wasn't. As you can see, we have all the yards on them, and we're already leading by 3. Cody to the corner. He's got a pretty good player on him. Do you not maybe run it? Trust Cody. It's 1-on-1. Gives you options. And, they can easily close down because they're not really spread out to cover. It was probably not a best decision possible, but at least it doesn't lead to a turnover. All right, consistent scoring. Kind of reminds me of last week's game, but like not them, but us. And I mean, what is Neil doing? Neil gets burned by his guy. We cover him with the hook, and then he's still chasing him. Bro, he's already gone. Wake the hell up. Look around. You get beat that bad, look around and be like, okay, well, my guy's being covered now, thankfully. And nice string out blocks. Huge hit by McKenzie, but still a gain of 6. Near the line of scrimmage, 8-chain in the backfield. Kobe Dean can't get out there, and oh my, Bishop going for a ride a little bit there. Gets the first down, A-Chain does, to the 49. Oh, they cooking now. They're like, screw, we're just going to run the damn ball. And this time we have help. Loss of 1. It's man coverage, but we do have the outside leverage, so you kind of feel okay about that. Inside is okay, and coverage sack for Mr. Sneed. A little bit of taunting there. 3rd and 24 now. Sneed fights his way through. Tyndall does a really good job, too, to apply the pressure, and Sneed takes his little opportunity and gets the sack. We take it. I'm going to need Allen to get over there because we kind of know their route. Curl route. Good tackle. That guy's pretty fast, man. You gotta be careful, dude. He will accelerate to top speed in a hurry, but I suppose kind of baited out that little underneath, and it works as it's now our ball. Well, about to be. So we don't mess it up, and that's not a great punt either. Tony House, not a bad start. Let's see if we can continue it. Obviously, a lot of that yardage is from one play. Do you trust this? I don't know. We'll see. And Tony House escapes, gains 7. Escapes the pressure. Speaking of pressure, I feel like there's going to be some pressure, so I'm going to throw it. And there is to the running back. House, stiff arm, doesn't get it. What a clean wrap-up from McKnight, who looks really solid, I got to admit. And even though we're not salty we missed out on him, you know, he does look good. You got to call it how you see it, I suppose. Play action over the middle maybe is the look. Yeah, we're basically throwing that away, but that's a really good try. Done. The ball's on him, and he misses it. Fisher's feeling it, dude. He's hitting throws that he just normally wouldn't hit. He's trying, but his guys aren't really giving him much help, and not going to break it. House gains 3. I really like the play action there, but I wanted to run it. I wanted to get some of this yardage, and I guess we did, but not that well. Escobar's in now. And speaking of Escobar, he's open. Nice catch. He makes it look so easy. There's so much talent on this wide receiver group that it's just like there are people being wasted. I mean, even Julio Jones came in, looked amazing on his route, and he doesn't get to play because there's not much room. Should have taken Dunn instead. But Cody catches it. What a throw and what a catch. I mean, the corner never even seen it. If it even was a corner, it could have been a freaking linebacker. I don't know who it was, but great catch nonetheless. Oh, good freaking block. Kennedy's open enough. Oh, what the hell? Kennedy just, like, drifted off. I mean, not a great throw by any means, but it was there, and he just, like, drifted off. He lost his way. That was weird. Kennedy on the sweep. Got to cut it inside. Can't. And there goes Brian Byrne. No, it's Ogbo who did the job there. More kind of sharp ins and whatnot. Let's get a block from House to get some time to throw this damn thing. And that's a tough one. What a catch by Kennedy, but the fight through made him lose some yardage. That is a throw and a half right there. That is believing in your arm. It was an amazing throw, but unfortunately, it just, you know, Kennedy had to truck the guy through, stiff arm him. It was close, 50-50 ball, but great catch, just didn't get the first. Kazu getting a workout today, just can't get the touchdown, but at least we're getting points. It all takes one touchdown, and they're like already back in it after all that effort. Tyndall, nice freaking swallow up there. Gains 2, but I mean, he was wrapped. It was a wrap. And the pass rush hasn't been bad, but I am still debating on maybe the switch up. And good job by Bishop. He's just standing there, letting the blocker think he's winning, and then just pulls off last second, makes the play, and boom. 3rd and 7. Manageable. Nick Bonito in coverage. Step up. It's good coverage. And he's going to throw a tough one. That was close. He not only almost caught it, but he almost stayed in bounds and ran up the sideline. They are going to review this. Obviously, if he catches it, it's a massive first down. But if they got this wrong and he had a chance to return it, I mean, he never went out of bounds. They just blew the call so hard. He may have scored a touchdown there. They just blew the call so freaking hard. I'd be so pissed if I was Miami. I mean, he at minimum is getting an extra 10 to 20, and it's A.J. Brown. You just never know. That's a hell of a catch, and the drive continues, which is massive for them. Instead of being a punt, it is now a first and 10 at the 47-yard line, which is really impressive. Got to let 84 go. Try to get a press. Oh, my God. Number 9 is so fast. Bishop. Good job. Huge hit at the knee. Only gains a yard or two. It's a setup. I think you take that every day of the week. You have a chance at the blitz or the huge hit. You take it. And nice teamwork tackle there as Nakobe Dean was struggling in that open field. 3rd and 2. I think maybe we just come with a little bit of coverage here. Oh, my God. That's Tyndall going against a freaking wide receiver, isn't he? And doesn't matter. His inside is open. Nice strip attempt. Good hit stick to the 26. They're going to call their first timeout. All that momentum, the huge, I mean, I wouldn't say huge lead, but the lead we've had could be gone. With a walk-off at half, too. So not even a chance to counter it. Good tackle attempt. Sometimes, oh my God, it's funny as I say, sometimes you need to just tackle regularly. Tried to, still got stiffed. I mean, we suck at tackling, don't get me wrong, but like, do we suck that much? I mean, I guess, apparently. Montgomery trying to push. Good job by Jones there. Just gets a hand up last second, and of course, just talking about it, Montgomery is injured. We got to get a new DT. I mean, he is injured every single game almost. And that's a really nice throw to the outside to their little speedy X Factor. That guy's literally already legend for them. He's so good. How the hell is Tyndall supposed to get over there? And good defense. That is basically a useless play. Bruised shoulder, but I mean, you're just expecting the big injury at some point every time. It doesn't really matter. Logan Hall can't break it. Over the middle again. They keep trying that. I guess we'll call a timeout. I mean, it'd be really hard for them to get the first down without the touchdown. We see their main routes, but I also kind of feel like this could be a run. Don't know why. Morris can't get off the block. The running back's open, and he will be short. Goes out of bounds, so that will be a field goal. I think you go for this. If I'm them, I go for this. 4th and 2. I know a field goal cuts it back into a one possessioner, but 2 yards, you have a timeout or two still. I think I go for that. His look is all right. I think House on the block would be the nicest thing to do, smartest thing to do. Done, maybe. That's a tough one. A little bit of a wind-up. Dunn had a chance, didn't bring it down, and now we will run it. It's so... you know what? I'm going to throw it anyways. Why not? Got the outside leverage. Cody putting up a little bit of extra stats. Why not? To the 44. You never know with him. He's a freaking tank. Break a couple of tackles, get some help, and pulls off the craziest pre-half touchdown ever. But looking at the numbers, we obviously have them beat, but not by that much, and the score is, once again, semi-close. They have absolutely struggled with us stopping the short pass, and our run inside has been okay, so we're going to keep it going, I think. Goodwin on the return, and tries to find as much as he can. He's going to go left, didn't really look like it, and second half, here we go. Tony House didn't really finish that first half off strong, but still a whole other half of football left. Let's see what we can do. And they look like they're ready to stop the run early. I kind of want this throw to Dunn. I like that. That's an amazing route. And Dunn is behind the defense a little bit to the 40. What a start. Beautiful route. A little overthrown. I don't know what the hell is that. The freaking Infinity Gauntlet. What's going on here? Let's run inside with Tony House. This should be a guaranteed 4. Oh, here he goes. Accelerating. Nice stiff arm. Gains 11. Kind of slowed down just to make sure there wasn't like a cutback lane, and then just gunned it when we knew. Beautiful blocks, beautiful play, and we're going to go with a play action here. 1st and 10, pretty obvious run, so play action might work. That's tough. Kennedy. Oh, he makes it look so easy. What a throw, what a catch. Beautiful. Wanted to wait, set the feet, make sure we hit that throw, because on the run we have not been great. Now, I don't think I would say he's there route running or release-wise, but he just reminds me of Devontae. He really does. Tony House, that's easy. That's easy. Great cutback and perfect blocking. We finally get a touchdown on the board. Tony House. You got inside leverage. I think we go with the same exact type of play and just run it again. And maybe should have just followed right outside probably instead of going inside. There was someone coming on that outside lane, but it was a DB, so if there was ever anyone that he's going to break a tackle on, it would have been him instead of the linebacker or DT. And this is, I mean, perfect coverage. Can anyone get there, though? No one can. Kendall runs it perfectly, and he's got room. To the 37. The game could be broken open right here, folks. Tyndall with the perfect coverage. Like, that was literally perfect. I don't think you understand. I mean, on a secondary route, everybody was covered, and he covered him perfectly. I could cry. That was so good. Like, that was just perfect. 1st and 10, run. And he's got a little bit of room. Nice block from Naylor. Truck for Tony House. Takes him to the first down line at the 27-yard line. Brisker's a pretty big dude himself, so as much as I was thinking in my head, just truck him and win the play, he's a big dude. Can we get the blocks for this? Kennedy could have the leverage. I mean, I think you take it no matter what. That is an amazing throw. Oh, what a catch! That is a dime! He just dropped it in so beautifully. Let's be honest, we were all thinking that was a bad decision, and it was perfectly executed. Kennedy is him. Perfect throw right over the DB into the perfect spot, and there's just nothing you could do about that. That is God-tier play. Considering the position of the DB, I actually think that might be the best throw I've ever seen. Like, that is ridiculous. Try to step back, and the quarterback's just not giving his guy a chance. All right, Bishop underneath, potential run play, which 2nd and 10's a little iffy. Oh, inside is open. Can't step back. I don't know why the quarterback's not taking it. Uh-oh. And McKenzie almost picks it. That ball was up there. That ball hit the damn roof of the earth. I don't even know what that means. But it's true. It happened. I was there. Had to leave him, and the pressure is too much. Nakobe Dean, and this game could be over. Talk about a start to the second half. Hell of a blitz call, and it works. Done on the return. Get some blocks. Nice blocks. Can't break the tackle. As we'll be taking that ball to the 38-yard line. Tony House, really good season. Really solid game here. And let's see if we can continue it. Zach Evans now going to get a chance to use that speed to the outside. And fullback, thank you. Evans takes it to the edge easily. Nice stiff arm, gains 11. Now you got both backs involved. Things are getting bad for them. And not really a whole lot of room. Nice truck. No help from Naylor. Gains 3. Inside zone with not a lot of help for them. This looks pretty good if you ask me. And wow, who even is that? Was that? Yeah, it was Olivier. I don't know why I said Olivier. Ed Oliver. Olivier. Oh my. That was insane. I don't know how he did that. He just broke off like a billion. All right, Kennedy. You're looking a little slow, but he gets out there. The frame is insane. First down, great play. It would be nice to finish with another touchdown drive. Jalen Naylor could be the guy we throw to on that. Quick throw out to House, who gets one-on-one clear tackle. In fairness, it was Brian Burns. Huge player, strong as hell. Gains 4. Inside zone yet again. Last time this didn't work, but Ed Oliver's kind of outside of the play a little bit. And nice spin. Knee was on the ground, though. We'll call it short. Happy birthday to that guy. Or girl, whoever the hell it was. And see whatever. I see a sign, and that's all I see. I really want to run the ball here, but we can't audible to the run. Oh, he's just about to throw to Cody, and yeah, knew he should have ran the ball. Cody was open, but yikes. But you know what? The kicking of the field goals has been still insanely accurate. 25-3. A couple of sit-downs. Oh, nice move by A.J. Brown. One-on-one tackle for Chanel makes it to the 46. Deep look for A.J. Brown. We do have that leverage, though, so looks pretty good. Oh, that's a nice route. That deep curl. Holy. Deep comeback. It was insane. Been seeing the league go to that more and more lately, which is really, really hard to cover. Like, who expects that? Oh, left side is wide open, trying to get over there when Nakobe can't, and there goes that man again. Always causing problems. I mean, Miami's got a chance to climb back in. It's still early. I kind of want to move people over. Can I switch to Jones? Wait. Timeout. I don't know what's going on. I don't like it. All right, a little bit better. Things were looking awful on that play. Benito, nice chase, or maybe not nice chase down. Terrible angle by the safety. Gets about 8. They really need this score. If this isn't a touchdown, they've lost. I'll be honest with you. So, see how they want to play this. Run commit, kind of have to, I feel. And play action. He never stopped. Nick Benito gets the sack. 3rd and 9 from the 10. Speaking of Nick Benito, let's cover. Not cover. Doubled up on him. Nice push. And comeback route. Touchdown. Who else but Landry? Pretty good coverage, just no pressure. And he just got away from his guy, and quarterback found him. What a throw and catch. You're going to go for 2 here, which I guess makes sense. We're going to be coming in quick. Have to get that off quickly if you're them. And he misses the throw because of the pressure. He was open. 16-point game to start the 4th quarter pretty much. In control. One more score wins it. And Goodwin's like, I want to be the score. Not going to happen, buddy. Sorry. Tony House today, not bad. 110 total with a touchdown. All right, we got this play action play here. Let's see what happens. Trusted Naylor. He does get open. Holds on. Tries to spin back the other way. I'm surprised the DB actually kept up with him. 18-yard gain. Not bad. And that will take us to the 4th quarter, up 16 points near midfield. If you're a betting man, I don't know if I'd be betting on Miami at this point. Really good offense, finally. And the defense is holding its own like usual. Touch pass for Kennedy. And he's got some speed. It's not super easy for him to round the corner, but you know, who expects him to be the primary guy on these types of plays? Probably no one, as he will get out there, and he's running free. Kennedy for 57 and the touchdown. That's game. Beautiful. Great blocking around the edge, and Kennedy just never stopped running. All you had to do is be patient. He was, and he scores. What a good trick play. They didn't see it coming. Naylor with a great seal block. And that's about it. Got caught up a little bit near the end, but did enough. Tackled in for the touchdown. Now, this has been an offensive performance to remember. This is nice. I want more of this. More of this, please, and thank you. That's a nice find, but it's only for 5 yards. There's not really much they can do at this point to win. Their defense is obviously let up just too much in general, and offense obviously not scored enough. We kept it, we left him stay in it. Oh, he is wide open. All right. we kind of let him stay in it with those field goals, but that's why you score as much as you can, because you never know when you're going to break out, and those field goals, oh my, that could have been insanely perfect timing. Those field goals build up that lead, and then the touchdown can just knock the whole game over. But at the same time, for a moment there, it's like, oh, the field goal they got is already keeping them in the game. All they need is a touchdown. But lockdown defense is not allowed that to happen. Underneath is so open. And still, he takes the comeback route, misses the throw wildly. And if the game wasn't already over, it is definitely now. Stretch to the left, Mr. House. Oh, Lord. Cut back. Tony House not done yet. And there he goes. Almost under 100 yards rushing, which we do not want to lose. This play is actually what scored us a touchdown, and it's almost the same look because they really expect a run. Don't know if he's going to get open this time, though. Oh, he's open more than before, and he winds up the throw on a wide-open touchdown. Why did he throw it like an idiot? Oh, my God. Are you serious? Let's get closer for the field goal, I guess. Not that we really need it. Oh, he's kind of... Fisher? You okay? Well, Kazu's going to have a 60-yarder attempt. And he missed it. I mean, talk about the stats on that game. 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, but instead he misses the throw wildly. And the second one, who had a chance to get a first down there too, misses that one wildly. And we miss hard with Bishop, who's just gliding at this point. I mean, dude's literally flying. Bishop is not great in man coverage, but we're going to let him have it again against number 80, who's, Tyndall covered his ass. Fine, and really good jump. Andrew's great wide receiver, but he's not going to win every time just because. Every once in a while, our guys will get the nod, and that was definitely one of them. Perfect read and almost had a pick. Got to cover the running back in good coverage, in trouble, and throws it away. Yeah, this game is all minors. Chanel having to drop back on that. I don't know if he's going to get there, but we'll try. We'll see it. Oh, that's a good double move. That play. There goes wide open Landry. Of all the people to be leaving open, him? Are we, like, not in the same game? Are we not watching the same performance? He's literally the guy that cooks us every time. Can't get underneath. Oh, my. Taken down low, up high. That could have been disastrous. Luckily, it's near the end of the game, and our guys aren't going full strength. That would have been a bad one to take in real play, if you will. And look at Benito, but doesn't get any help. And Cam Akers is still going. Gains 6 on one of the highest effort 6 yards plays you'll ever see. Considering the game's over as well, it's like super high effort. And back of the end zone. Oh, who the hell he's throwing that at? Left it shallow. Snead almost caught by Landry again on the comeback. We're ranked 25 in pass defense, but only allowing under 200 in today's game. Beautiful. All right, I don't know if we're going to cover that. And back of the end zone, catches it. I mean, it looked like it was overthrown, but when you're that open, it's not hard to catch, I suppose. Still in it somewhat, in fairness, but they really need some point. I don't know why they would go for 2 here, though. I guess they just want to know what they're up against, but there goes their center. Why? Oh, onside kick. That's my fault. Why wouldn't they just go for 1 just to make the team feel good until they absolutely have to? Helms, good catch. Good recovery to the 45. Yeah, that's weird. Also, I feel like, well, now it is, but if they wouldn't have done that, they didn't even need the onside kick. But obviously, we have our backups in now. Game's over. Keep everyone healthy. And Evans around the edge. Look at that speed. Goes out of bounds, but that's all right. Gains 7. Look at the offense. Almost 500. Bo Scarborough. Haven't heard that name in a while. I feel so bad for the man. And Bo doesn't get anything. Yikes. That arthritis is definitely kicking his anus in. It is what it is. Bo Scarborough again. And, yeah, I mean, he just looks like a shell of himself. He really does. It's unfortunate. Julio Jones on the deep play. And that throw's not great, but it gets there. Julio, another catch to the 13. He's like 2 for 80 with a touchdown, or 2 for 60, 2 for 70, one of the two, for a touchdown in his minors career, which is pretty good. You don't hate it. I mean, that's perfect coverage. Evans with a great try. The throw's on the money, but I can't believe he kept up with that. I didn't expect it. I really didn't. Can't run it inside. Double move from Turner. And Duggan utilizing the legs. Goes for as much as he can. Gains about 8. I'm not saying, go out and get hurt. But at the same time, like, we don't necessarily need you. In some trouble. Turner will catch it and gets enough for the first. Good catch. Good awareness. Tony House is in at the 3. Try to punch this in. And he does! Doesn't even fall down. He's him, dude. He is the power back of the year. Look at him go. We don't mind that. Ooh, stat padding. The game wasn't over. They didn't want the game to be over. That's on them. Can't hit him. Nice little gainer. But that is pretty much going to be it. They're losing their whole offensive line as well. The season's still pretty young. This loss sucks, but it's not the end of the world for them. But with these injuries, it could be. Maybe pull out the starters, perhaps? I don't know. I'm not saying we have the best field in the league or anything like that. And even Landry's getting popped now from the 46-yard line. Perfect coverage on the running back. He's going to take the shot. This time it's a little more catchable. Almost picked. Really good hit by the safety, though, who just seems the... Allen seems like the smartest player on the defense. I'm going to be honest with you. He just does. I think he might be. Dean with the step up, and that could be picked by McCollum. Both guys fighting, and Helms steals it. I don't care who gets it, but that's something. McCollum's probably pissed. New man in town, and he steals it, though. Ooh. Those be fighting words, to be honest. Great cutback by Tony. Cutbacks by Tony. Look at him go. Knee. Didn't need to do that. 24 119 with 2 touchdowns. Beautiful running. I loved that. That was freaking fun. That was nice. Play action. Julio Jones. Oh, that's just dumb. How do they not catch that? Normally, they'll just one-hand the damn thing. They can't even catch an easy one. I know it's deflecty, but I really thought that was easy. And here goes Scarborough. Showing off a little bit of speed still at his age. Gaining 8. And the first down should do it if we get it. Going against Burns here, I think, on the edge. No, it's actually Ogba. Good fight for Tony. Obviously, we're going to go for it. Just try to end the game. They're not even calling timeouts. If anything, they should just let us have it. Want to end the game without any injury. I might just take the shot to Julio, even though I don't want him to get hurt. I mean, it's Julio Jones. It's Julio Jones if he catches this thing. Oh, Julio! What was the DB doing? Julio's him! Bro, all he does is make plays. Look at him. Literally all he does is make plays. Gets a little leverage. Not great. He's obviously beat here. Duggan just gives him a chance. Throws it up. Score more touchdowns out here than Prime Falcons, Julio. Wow. Oh, wow. A.J. Brown for 57. He ain't messing around either. I want to see this. I want to see the route running from these two. Let's see if Julio can get out in front. Oh, Derek Young looks... Oh, my. Jesus, Duggan, you just couldn't do it, huh? You just couldn't finish the game without having one of those, huh? Holy crap. Derek Young is wide open, and he just misses the throw by a mile, dude. Yeah, Julio Jones obviously doesn't have the route running that much anymore, but he still has the hands. He still has the hands. Obviously, that one route for the first touchdown he had as a minor was really solid, but... yeah, that route right there looked terrible. Derek Young burned him. Obviously, it was Tariq Woolen that Julio was going against, but... and then even the streak was terrible, but obviously he caught it anyways. But yeah, the defense does its thing again, and the offense finally kind of matching their energy a little bit, and the offense comes away with a mad amount of points and the win. We're cooking up something special around here. Fisher, pretty solid performance, just under 300 yards, which sucks. Duggan was all right because of the jump ball. Then he threw the stupid pick. Of course, he just had to. Rushing, Tony House, 21 for 117 with 2 touchdowns, which is great. Bo was okay. Zach Evans looked great. And then receiving, Kennedy, 137 with 2 touchdowns, which is really amazing. A.J. Brown and Landry are such a duo, though. Cody always good for at least 60. Julio with 76 yards and a touchdown. Tony House, 2 for 14. Naylor, 2 for 25. Dunn, 2 for 41. And, a bunch of, scraps here and there. Defense, Nick Benito always getting his. Dean got a sack. Snead got a sack. And then they obviously had a little bit of blitzage. Tyndall with a pick. Woolen with a pick. And then Helms with a pick. Tyndall had himself a game. He had himself a game as well. And Kazi was really good too, but that 60-yarder was just too much for him. JoJo Neal, I don't know why. I just have a feeling this is going to be a sick upgrade for him. I mean, it was all right. It wasn't sick. And then Snead, obviously, power rusher, because that's his thing. 77 overall now, and a +1 of strength with some power move. We'll take it. He's 80 power move now, which is cool. Really good performance, especially against our division rivals. The Bills keep winning, but so do we. 6-3. The Dolphins dropped to 5-5, and then the Patriots are just, who even asked? Like, they're not even here. Next, we have the Niners. Next, we have the Chiefs, and then the Rams. Some pretty successful franchises in history. So, yeah, let's try to keep this going, obviously. I'm kind of curious to see those numbers, though, for that run game. Obviously, Fisher, pushing those numbers up nicely. And then House, 4.5 yards per carry, 775 yards with 7 touchdowns. Zach Evans obviously looks pretty good with the yards per carry, but, he wasn't that good before his injury. He was solid, but it wasn't that good. And the House is a little more consistent in, he gains a yard or two. We put him in those 1 yard, 2 yards to gain situations way more than we did with Evans. Kennedy, really good start to the season. Cody's solid. And then we've had a little bit of a mix-up at who's the number 3/2, and it's been, a little bit of a struggle there, but overall we've had a pretty good season, I suppose. Nick Benito at 8.5 sacks. Snead at 4.5 as a rookie is nice, too. Interceptions are definitely down this year, though, which is, I don't know. It is what it is. We're getting more sacks, I'd say, so that might be a little part of it, but that is going to be it. If you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PK Plays, for non-Madden content, which will be Star Wars Jedi Survivor on Friday. And that is pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed, thanks, I guess. Hope you guys come back for next video, though. But until next video, see ya!